Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and might be a familiar car behind me. You probably can't see it yet. It's a Grand Marquis. I did some AC work on it. I rebuilt the AC actuator a couple of months ago. The heat wasn't working in the winter. It wasn't switching between vents. That's pretty common. It has the same AC system as the Crown Vics. A few weeks after I did that, the 𝕿𝖆𝖆𝖓𝖊𝖑 actuator started click, 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 which is the 𝕿𝖆𝖆𝖓 actuator when it makes that sound. So it happens to have both. It happened to have an issue with both within a couple of months, so that's pretty rare. You typically are supposed to remove the dash to do the 𝕿𝖆𝖆𝖓 actuator. They're the same size, but one's automatic and one's manual. I don't know what the difference is, so I brought both. Yeah, I just don't know. But with some special tools and being careful, you shouldn't have to remove the dash. I don't see any reason why you would have to do that. I happened to watch this video of a guy doing it, and he took the dash out because he dropped the screw back there. But I would have just gone to the hardware store and got a new screw rather than pulling the dash out for that. Just let it stay back there forever. Anyways, if you don't know what a 𝕿𝖆𝖆𝖓 actuator looks like, that's it. They kind of all look like that. They have plastic gears inside, and when they break, they click. Pretty common issue. Let's go do it. It's supposed to take a couple hours. All right, let's go ahead and disconnect this battery first. I'm gonna have the door open quite a bit, so, oh goodness, this hood just started falling on me. This is one heavy, big hood. I thought maybe I had propped it up last time I was here. I don't need to do that today. I'm gonna hold it with my head. I'm just gonna disconnect the battery since the door is gonna be open, is what I was saying. I don't wanna kill the battery with the lights on. And I'll just set this closed softly for one of them. All right, so the 𝕿𝖆𝖆𝖓 actuator, like most, is kind of behind the glove box. You can pull this out first. There's gonna be a connector right there. Okay, I was gonna say next remove the glove box, but I had two different size bolts on there. I went and got an 8mm first, which would have fit, and then went and switched it out for the smaller one, and now I gotta go get the 8 again. Okay, now next, in order to get to that 𝕿𝖆𝖆𝖓 actuator, I'm gonna take the airbag out. There's 2 bolts here and just 2 under here where the glove box goes, and then we'll be careful with this. The battery's already disconnected. I've got my foot on the ground anyways. That's always a good idea, to be grounded so you don't accidentally cause a spark to happen, which is rare anyways. But we'll go ahead and disconnect this. Now we'll be able to get to the 𝕿𝖆𝖆𝖓 actuator through there, in theory. Okay, it's on top there. I'll probably try and remove this. Somebody's done this before. Somebody's been in here before. That should have some tape around it. I thought maybe the clip on that was broken. There's some electrical tape where that didn't get sealed back up perfectly. What is that, broken? Not sure. I'll replace that and see if I can get this duct out of here. It's under there. Okay, there's a screw leg up here holding that on. I'm not sure if there's one over here yet. Doesn't feel like it. So let me show you the tool I'm going to use in order to get to all these bolts today. Okay, so here's a little 1/4" bit driver. And then if you get the little socket adapters for the bit drivers, this usually gives me enough clearance. You could always make these smaller and do a few things if you need more clearance, but this will usually get the job done, especially whenever it's just like a Phillips head or something, because you can get those extra short. Okay, there's 2 bolts on this one. You can probably see that bracket right there. Let's get that one too, but no big deal. That gives you just enough leverage to break it loose, and then I just took it out by hand so I didn't drop it. Okay. actuator. There it is. It's further back in the corner than I thought. I thought it was that bump right there. It's that right there. So again, you should be able to pull this out. If you have some sort of issue like you dropped your bolt, I would highly suggest replacing the bolt and not doing more work than necessary on this one. Flashlight, where'd that go? It's got it in my pocket there. Okay, so interestingly, where'd I put that? Oh, here it is. If you look at the blend door actuator, it has spots for 4 bolts to go through. Some blend door actuators utilize all those. This one just has bolts on those 2 right there, so the easiest 2 to reach. And one of them you can see right there. The other you can't see, but you can kind of touch real easy. Right there you can see the little heat fabric bending down where it should just be, where when it was new it would have been tucked up against there. If you slide your hand underneath that, then you can get to that other bolt. I'll show you when my hand's in there, but there's no way you're gonna see where that's at. And you just line up the blend door with that little peg there. So you don't want to try and bend this when you're lining it up. You just adjust the blend door. If you crank on that, then you'll break it, and that's what's causing that sound in the first place. I think I can see that one broken, but when we pull it out, we'll give it a good look. So we can get the first one on right there. And then you just want to be careful not to drop them, but not the end of the world, shouldn't be. There you go. If you can see that, I'm using a screwdriver to hold that heat shielding up, and then I got a wrench in there. That was a little too short for my hand to fit, and my small 1/4 inch wrench fit. It's kind of clicking like twice. So slow goes it. Oh man, you gotta jam your knuckles in there if you're gonna try and do it by hand. I took the wrench out because I thought I could do it by hand, but you heard what I said. Don't drop it. There it is. All right, that should come out now. Goodness, that hurt. That's what I'm saying. I do a lot of things that I know. Maybe when you work at a shop and you got old, big hands, you just give these jobs to the newer guys. That's OE though. It wasn't this they got in there for. I got both started and I didn't drop one. If I did though, that other screw that was holding up the door right here, glove box, that wasn't supposed to be there. It's the exact same screw. So you know what I would have done. All right, going back together here. Just getting these screws tightened down. I didn't realize I could get this one from right here. And the airbag and the battery, and I'll make sure it works. It wasn't clicking every time though, so I didn't even check. It was just clicking every now and then. Okay, so I got the glove box back on. That's closing good. Everything's just put back into place except for this and its clip. So let's see that and get this thing running. Okay. There you go, you can hear that. Okay, that should work. See that broken tooth right there? That's all it takes. There's a broken gear. That's where that clicking comes from. Can't even tell which one it is. It's probably over here. Oh no, down here. There it is, see? It's on this little one right there. Okay, well, I was warming that up just to make sure, but that's all I need to see there. There's your broken gears. Right there. Well, that's how to replace the blend door actuator. If I had to do it differently, I would probably just get those spline sockets that are passed through, or get a 1/4 inch narrow ratchet and shallow sockets, which I have both of. I just didn't bring, but I was able to do it with the tools that I had, just a normal 1/4 inch ratchet with a flex head, but that was just as tight as could be. So if this video is helpful, or if you liked it, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and you're subscribed. I'll see you on the next episode. Check it out right up here. If you want to help out, you can donate at the links in the description. Help me take my wife to dinner. That's a job well done. I'll see you on the next episode.